How is it going, everybody? And I know, you are here just for the decklist and to see if there is something cooler than anybody else make with enchantments. And I promise you there is, but before, consider to subscribe to my channel to support it, that we also can provide in the future much more these interesting and cool builds. Otherwise, let's check out what this enchantment NAYA deck can do and what synergies we have here. You see, maybe I already lined it out a little bit for you, so you can easily or easier understand what we are trying to do. And this deck is inspired a little bit by yesterday's streams. After the stream, I tried to improve it more and more, and this is the build I come up with. In this build, there is a lot of different hidden synergy, but also a lot of cards that we maybe haven't so used ever before. Of course, because the set is new, but also I saw there is a lot of creators making enchantment decks. But I think all the enchantment decks has some sort of weaknesses, but also some sort of pluses. And my enchantment deck is definitely the weakness, that we are maybe not so explosive as other enchantment decks, but we are more resistant. We can go longer games, and let's check out why. So not only Hollow Haunting provides us, of course, with some enchantment, we have just two of, because this is just like side synergy, right? This is side synergy because all of our runes are also enchantments and they also trigger Hollow Haunted. But the main synergy I wanted to point out here is with Jukai Naturalist and our Rune Champion. These two bad boys make your runes cost 0, like nada. You can literally pay 0, draw card, and buff something with different abilities. And this is just amazing because all our runes here have different synergy and different abilities. I think by now all of you know what they do. Then another cool additions, or 3 different additions that I think you will not see in a lot of other decks, is Rite of Harmony, Patchwork Automaton, 2 mana, generic mana, 1/1 artifact construct. And this bad boy is amazing because he's 2 mana with 2 ward. And against mirror matchup, if you have him in the hand against another aggressive deck, you will crush them. You will destroy them with this bad boy. Because not only to exile it with their creatures and with their spells and with their borrowed times and all these enchantments, they need to wait until turn 5. But also he's constantly keep on growing with our other creatures that can support him, like Visitor, for example, or Michiko, so he can instantly also go in. He has maybe not such a big synergy as in an equipment deck that I also have in a Boros coloration, where he also plays a big role, but he's just great. In general, this Ward 2 with everything where you need to attach something is amazing, because colors like Izzet, colors like Mono Black have so much difficulties to deal with it because they need to pay 2 extra mana. And this is huge. This is really huge. Other thing is Rite of Harmony, a card from Midnight Hunt with flashback. It can draw you so much card. It can refill your hand by turn 4, by turn 5 easily. And this is, I think, the weakness of the most enchantment decks, that by turn 4 or 5 you are sitting there empty-handed, right? And with empty hands you cannot do a lot. This is why the decks often don't make fun, because you have to play just for 3 or 4 turns and then you're gonna sit and hope that opponent don't sweep the board. With Rite of Harmony, we can refill our hand so fast. And there is a small trick with Rite of Harmony and in general with all the Zagas. If you have a Zaga that will pop off on 3rd chapter, you can put an upkeep stop. You can draw a card, and then before you say my main phase, where the Michiko or all the Zagas pop off and create a creature, you can pop your Rite. So this is a 2 mana, 1 card draw, and depends on what turn you are and what you draw, you can chain this reaction into more and more card draw. So, for example, if you have already Rune Champion and Nukai on the board, so you cast your runes for free, you cast this spell, this pops off, create a creature draws your card, maybe draws your rune, you cast a rune for free for 0 mana, you draw a card from the rune, and you draw a card from Rite, because rune is also an enchantment, and here it says whenever a creature or enchantment enters the battlefield. So you draw 0 mana, draw 2 cards, and this can refill your hand in binant 1 turn. Literally 1 turn. But also we have a lot of cheap creatures here, you see maybe, that also is really nice to draw cards with Rite of Harmony. And then my last addition to this deck, and the lands you can check with your eyes later in the deck breakdown, I will talk much more about everything. Of course, if you want to check it out, it's at the end of the video, and the chapters are in the bottom of the description. And this is the last card I want to talk about. This is mainly why we have red in it. Rune of Speed can be also casted with Runeforge Champion just for 1 generic, so this is not a big deal to have red for Rune of Speed. But here this Invigorating Hot Spring, I just call it Hot Spring, is just such a cool tool, and I think this is this will show us show it, I think, the best in the gameplay part. This is why we're not gonna talk about it so much. But this card, 3 mana, 4 1/1 counters distributed freely, and give creatures haste, is just amazing. I love this card, and I definitely excited to build with this card a little bit more. It's cheap, it's great in the curve, 3 mana. I'm just saying, Alana and Elena partners. Give counters and give haste, just amazing card. So without further ado, guys, we have 23 lands and jump straight into the gameplay. So let's go in our first game today against Hallo. And since yesterday's stream I was trying to make this deck work, and I think we are finally there. Here we are missing a little bit of green mana and no opening, so let's mulligan this one. This looks a little bit better. Let's put, not you, you away. So we have turn 1 our visitor, of course, and then we can follow up with the snakies, and then let's hope we can draw some lands. Some lands will be not bad. Okay. Do I really care? Okay. My opponent maybe has some shenanigans where he can bounce it or remove it. That's why let's go instantly in for 3. Next turn we can follow up with the Fang. Okay. Let's go. Opponent maybe has some interaction, looks a little bit like. But this is a really fast start. Sad that we don't draw our lands. Ah, Mindlink Mech. That's cool, that's cool. Me gusta, me gusta. Okay, my game hanged. Oh, okay, now. Now we are in the game. I don't know this deck. I don't know what Mindlink thingy plays. This is why... What they can run? Burn down the house or something? I hope they don't have Fading Hope. Okay, finally another land. Finally, why does it make a shrine shrine sound? You heard it? Like the shrines. And let's see what in this point. Oh, this is amazing combo. Nice. This is 16 damage. Nice, bro. This is very nice. Okay, here we are. So we cannot cast and thing is for free. We can also not green and green. But I think I'm gonna go with like this. Put here the counter. Yep. And then we're gonna go with all in. Because now if he attacks, who does know this combo? I saw this combo yesterday somewhere. If a giant source will deal damage to a permanent, it deals double that damage to a permanent to the player instead. And because this one becomes a copy, yes, because this one becomes a copy, it's a flying 16 damage, I think, because you have one here, and he becomes one, so it's double to double. So it's in, I think it's 16 or 12, 16? I'm not really sure, but it's a lot, definitely really much. Okay, now we have our red source. Yeah. Let's play our red source. Let's play... It's a difficult decision. I mean, he doesn't trigger Hollow Haunted anyway. But if I play Hollow Haunted, he becomes 4. Right? Yeah. And next turn I can play the Rune Champion and take the Rune... The hell? This was unexpected, but okay. Let's go for 2. Because next turn I could have played Rune Champion with the Hollow Haunted, take out Rune of Speed. And with the Rune of Speed I could go for haste damage. This would be in my plan. Okay, another... I think we go here for green. So we play you. We play you. We go to the library. take the Rune of... How much blockers? 4, 3. Rune of Speed. Play Rune of Speed. He puts the counter here. Okay, another land. And then he can block 1, 2. He's dead. I think if he doesn't have an interaction, he's dead. He doesn't. Yes! Hero. Hero. This was an interesting game, but sure. This is how it can roll. And this is how much I won already. You remember yesterday we were in Diamond 4 and never got out of 1 or 2 wins in a row, and then we usually lost. But this is how far we got. So let's check out another one. So let's go in our second game against Makubi. Oh, my cat decided to join us. My girlfriend just washed them, so they are all wet and sitting here. This is actually an amazing start. I mean, really important for... she's all wet. Sorry. She's sitting on my lap and she's like soaking wet. Really important for this deck is that you have at least white and green. Red is really like not as important as some other colors. And here we have already a really difficult decision, but as I said before, we need to look that we have white and green, red as a secondary color. So next turn we're gonna go Jukai. Looks like an Azorius artifact. I saw Croc is playing one of these decks, and this is really cool. So let's do it like this, I would say. And then let's play you. We put a counter on Visitor and go with a Visitor in. Let's see what my opponent will do or tries to do. Next turn, most likely he will take the Visitor. This will be good because then we can play this Visitor and also an enchantment, because the Jukai, he reduces the cost of the enchantments or of the thingies. So we play him first, then we're gonna play him. We put a counter here, give him plus, and then we can attack through the Smith. And really funny to see that Smith suddenly sees play now when we have so many artifacts. But if you think before, treasures are also artifacts. I have a Rakdos deck that I was also building yesterday with you on stream, but it's a little bit much different, and it has also an artifact synergy. Where, because if you create treasures and stuff, you can use these treasures, or like for abilities from Smith or other stuff. Here we go, plus on you. Opponent has 1 mana. He could also have some bounce spells, right? Then we go with the Rune on you. Put a counter here. Okay, Rune gives lifelink. Lifelink is good. Okay, another red or green source. So let's go for green. White will be cooler. Let's put a counter here too. So now we have 2 4/4s. 2 4/4s go face. Let's see if he wants to interact. Okay. He wants to sacrifice his card advantage. This is good. I'm okay with it. Because next turn we can start pumping our things. I will be happy to draw this card draw spell. What a fairy. Taphus, my friend. You're gonna minus, you're gonna plus. Okay, he taps my creature. He wants to go for damage or what? Taphus is definitely cool in this deck. Nice synergy deck. Okay. What do you think did he foretold? What do you think he foretold? A good question, right? This one needs another red source, the mainland. So we could do what? We could... Should I hold it to destroy something from him, like a combat trick? It would be smarter, no? So let's play the Rune first on the mainland. Okay, this is good. And then we're gonna play you. pump you. And then we can go in. No, you... Do you wanna go to Tethys? No. Tethys is not so important. Okay, opponent. Opponent is jumping. Okay. And this is maybe a Doomscar. I'm not sure if it runs Doomscar. I don't remember Croc is running Doomscar, but could be. Because this deck is very sweeper resistant. Sweeper resistant is the word. Yeah, this is the way it goes. This is why we put also Rune on the mainland. Dino, thank you. 3 colors, I'm not a big fan of mainland. And I run mainlands in Junt, because in Junt we have a lot of... how you say it? A lot of... Oh, okay, sure. He has still 2 mana open, right? Then let's destroy this one. The Junt deck runs a lot of treasures. This is the reason why there is mainlands much easier to play than here in these NAYA colorations. How did the opponent got so much life? With Tethys? Tethys gives him life. Okay. Okay, we still didn't draw our next land. And that's okay. That's okay, that's alright. An interesting matchup, definitely. Makubi. And then let's go in. We need another red source. How much do you need for thingy? A lot. Now you can draw a card, of course. Go for 4. We're looking to close the game as soon as possible, and Shigeki can start holding opponent back a little bit. Oh, Smith, okay. Give me another red source, and then we can go with a 3-2 attacker. And you need 5 mana, yeah. So we need 6 mana. So any other source will be helpful too, right? Let's see what my opponent does. 2 mana left. He can untap with Tethys for 3 mana, 4 mana. Because Celestus produce 1 and 1 land. I can tap one of my creatures, sure. Give me a break, bro. Give me a break. Okay. It's not the best draw, but also not the worst, let's say. I would appreciate if my opponent maybe... So then, let's go with you on him. Let's go with you on there. No, I need to attack with both on him, right? Because otherwise he can minus. Okay, we're gonna trade. And you think he has another Doomscar? Most likely, but let's still play it. The Patchwork Automaton, I like it because it's a 2 mana with War 2. This is amazing, and War 2 plays big role, especially... Okay. The opponent was a little bit... didn't know what to do with all his stuff. And in the mirror matchup, War 2 is a huge deal. Like, huge deal. And the crab, okay, interesting. Sure. 7 mana, not bad. And 2 mana back, this is actually really nice. Okay, another snaky. Where are my lands, my friends? We go on Visitor, of course. Everything will be 3-3. But I will not be able to attack. That's okay. Another one. Additional cost to the spell, untap an artifact you control a pawn. Sure. Sure, my friend. So let's see. No attacks. My opponent has also some counter spells here packed in. So far so good. I mean, his draws were really good, really strong. Also the Smith did the job. He protected the Tethys and allow him to play some artifacts here to enable his counter spell for just 2 mana. So this is actually really good. Actually really good. Let's see if we can maybe close it somehow. And it looks like it will be difficult, but okay, opponent has another land on top. We can see. Okay, here we have our red source. But we are gonna go and fly over, right? Yep. We are gonna go and fly over to Tethys. Oh no, not all. Just you. Fly over to Tethys. Tethys takes 3. As a big boy. Opponent has some card selection, but what should I do, right? There is nothing I could have done. And Tezzeret, oh. Really nice, really nice. Really cool Azorius control, I think. Like a different take on the control decks, right? They're still annoying with their counter spells, but the synergy with Chandler abilities and the artifacts is, of course, really, really cool. Really great. And we are not gonna block. We have our resources, we have our life total and stuff, so we'll see now. No blocks. What does this Tezzeret does? Activate abilities, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and let's discard an artifact card. Target artifact, creature, and vehicle has power 4. Okay. So, what does annoys me a little bit is that he has a lot of life, right? Or he gains a lot of life. This is why let's fly over again. There is no other way to do it. And I'm not sure if he has another... If he has another... Oh, nice. This is nice, actually. 1 mana removal here. This is cool. So opponent has some nice wild cards here. Some nice cards. Not gonna lie. And the deck is a little bit slow, no? Like, it goes a little bit slow. The Azorius control, I mean, sure, win conditions here and there. But what is... Okay. What is he gonna do against like a dedicated life gain deck? Alright, he needs to hit his removal spells, Doomscars and stuff, like crazy. Okay, Rune. Sure. Let's put a Rune on something. Let's see if we can draw a card. Okay, we draw a land. It's okay. No атакуйте. No атакуйте, and Makubi can make this one a 4/4. And what else? No, opponent is... Are you gonna deck yourself? No, 27 cards. Deep into his deck. Deep into his deck. Definitely. Okay, now he activates his dragon too. I don't have such a high versatility on my deck, so don't worry, my friend, don't worry. This deck is pretty straightforward, right? Like, there are some really cool stuff that you can do, or some really cool synergy, and when they happen, you get excited. But for the rest... Okay, Hollow Hunting is also not bad. Let's see if you can counter it. You can put a counter here. And... No атакуйте. Let's see if we can roll this somehow. It's on top or bottom of the library. I mean, this is game, right? This is game, most likely. Because now he can go for a lot. And look how much life he gained. He was down to 7, I think, right? And he gained a lot of life. I love this voice line. Tezzeret, I made this one. It is specially for you. Good game, my friend. Good game, Makubi. Good game. I can block here. There is nothing else I could have done. Yeah, let's check out another one. This was really interesting. Also excited to see some different builds. Not all this mono white and stuff. So let's roll it, my friends. Let's roll it. Another one. So, yeah, are you a control deck, Kinro? Kinro 149. I mean, against control we have good chances. We just need to draw a little bit better than in our last game. And this is a lot of card draw, but I like the mana here. I like the mana, definitely. So let's see. Opponent goes first. We're gonna open up with you. And then we're gonna see. We maybe play the red. Depends. Harmony is really cool, but it's weird. We have just 2 in our deck that we have instantly 2 in our opening hand. Never had this opening hand. But I mean, here is obvious what we're gonna do. What is this sound? Jesus. And opponent is some sort of blue, maybe Dimir stuff. And designs are cool. Like, I mean, at least once in every deck is always very, very welcome. And is it? Bro, what? Is it? Really? I mean, this can come in handy, right? If he transforms the dragon. That's why let's go here for white. And let's play you. Jukai reduced the cost of our Hollow Hunted. That means we can play it next turn. And opponent most likely will keep mana open. Or he wants to interact with Jukai. Ah, he wants to interact, okay. Okie dokie, my friend, okie dokie. Another land. You're also... let's go here for the red source. And currently I don't want to enchant anything, I don't want to do anything. Let's just chill. This is a little bit of dead turn. But we will see from there. We'll see. Maybe opponent has like Memory Deluge or 5 mana. He can also play Goldspan Dragon already. Okay, this is actually a nice draw, right? This is actually a really nice draw. So let's play you. I can play you. I can play you. Rite of Harmony. And we're gonna draw a card because I don't want to sit with 2 of them in my hand. This is a little bit of card advantage. Okay, I'm gonna play you. Okay, let's draw a card here. Opponent has something on Instaspeed. The question is always what? What does he has? Fading Hope. Okay, an expensive Fading Hope, huh? This is why he is in the deck. Patchworker, amazing. 2 mana with 2 wards that gets bigger is always nice. And this is a lot of lands. A lot of lands. And I mean like a lot. a lot of lands. Hollow Haunted I like to play when I have also a follow-up, right? So a follow-up on the Hollow Haunted. Opponent most likely will transform the egg now. So this will be a little bit annoying. But it's okay. Yeah. And little he knows we have a Eiganjo. Ganja. We have our Ganja. Another land. Jesus, this is a lot of lands. So if I play this one now, I will have no follow-up. If I play this one, I cannot replay the Automaton. How do we do that? I think I'm gonna play you, draw with the Automaton again. No. Let's just replay the Automaton and keep the destruction open because I think he's gonna transform the egg and then we'll destroy this one, go for damage, and then we can channel the 4/4 dragon, right? I think this is the best way. Because next turn I can play Hollow Haunted into Rune, and this will instantly create some spirits where the opponent needs to first deal with. Oy. Opponent don't want to do anything. Sure, okay, interesting, interesting. Does it mean that we are gonna slow down on our plan of playing stuff? Or what do you think? Deals 4 damage, target attacking or blocking creature, so theoretically I can also kill this one, right? If I want to. I need 3 mana for it, so I can use 2, 3. Okay, let's see if opponent wanna block it. Most likely yes, because it's a 4/4. It just needs one more thingy, and I think he has like memory delusion or some shenanigans like this. And if he does nothing, okay, he's blocking. Let's channel this. Let's channel it. Then we're gonna play Den of the Bugbear, because then we can next turn Hollow Haunted and Rune on the Den. This is what I think. What is this? Is a return? Okay. Oh sure. Return it, my friend. Next. No damage is happening, and we are playing you. End the turn. And if you float on mana like I do right now, it's also not the worst thing, because you can also sometimes play the Rite of Harmony and attack with Bugbeard, and it also gonna draw you a card. My turn. Oh. I mean, not that I really super excited about it, but we can do it, right? Can I write? This is 2, then we have 4, 5 left. Then we can Hallow Hunting, draw a card, Visitor, draw a card, right? I think so. I'm not sure, to be honest, but let's try it. Because double white, this is a little bit stressy that I'm thinking. Yep. Hollow Haunted. Yeah, I thought that he has something like this. Okay, annoying, but okay, we're still gonna draw 1 card. Let's see what we draw. Rune Champion. Rune Champion is okay. Rune Champion is definitely not bad. It gives us some card advantage and some possibilities. Cinderclasm, okay. Sure, my friend. This is 4 mana, we have 3 left. So I can cast this one. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. We cast you. We cast Rune Champion. Maybe we draw a land. Will be great if we draw land. Library. This is library. Rune of Trample. Okay, this is not a land. But we can draw next turn really much. Depends what my opponent has, of course. Okay. Opponent could also kill my Rune. Runeforge Champion. Depends how he draws and what he draws. And it's still 5 mana. I mean, something must be there, right? Oh, there is nothing there. There is nothing there. So let's play it like this. Let's play you. The Rooney. Draw a card. Okay. Then we're gonna play you. And this is where it's escalating, right? Then we're gonna play you for free. You see, zero cost. This is what I tried to explain. Because this way we can keep on drawing cards. and keep on doing things. Okay, another life linker. Let's put him here. One more. Okay, this is it. Fast refill, huh? Fast refill, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean. We can refill our hand really much, but look how much flood we had here, huh? 4 lands, but it's okay. Next turn we can play him, and him, and him. Okay, Goldie is annoying, but nothing I'm really super scared of, let's say. Because our life gain is real. So let's play here, let's play you. For 1 mana, put it on you. Let's play you for 1 mana. And we have still Bugbeard, right? So don't forget about it. Then we're gonna... What do you do? Create 2 1/1 colorless spell creature tokens. Do I care about this and then go in with the other thingy? I think so. And we're gonna play you. And they are also modified, right? Now we can modify you too. And there we go. This is a lot of damage, my friend. Let's see if he has some interactions. Hullbreaker, ooh, nice. So he can block here. Okay, Hullbreaker, let's see what he can top deck. Let's see if he can top deck. And what he can top deck. I think he top decked something, right? But we will see. I mean, if he don't have a removal for the Runeforge, then these 2 bad boys will finish him off because he has trample. Right? So there is... Jesus, how much flood, huh? How much flood? Play you for red. Create here some chicas. Oh, yes! Yes, skin roll. This is it, is it? This is it, is it? This is it, is it? Is it? So, really cool deck, really grindy deck, and you saw how much cards we drew here with our Rite of Harmony. Suddenly, when we had Runeforge Champion, you play it for 1, you draw 1 card, and you draw 1 card because you have Rite, because it's also an enchantment. And these bad boys can finish the games really fast, so this is cool. I also like this inclusion really, really much, but we're gonna jump in another game and then we're gonna go to the breakdown, so let's do it. Here we are, in our last game before the breakdown, against Turbotronchon. How do I like this opening? Sneaky Boy into you, into Sneaky Boy and maybe runes. I think this is cool. The only thing I don't like that I need to play this one as green source, but I am fine with it. So let's go green, let's go Death Touch. And I think this Fang is one of the secret weapon in this set, because not only he's an enchantment creature, so triggers the enchantment, but he is also a Death Toucher 1/1. And you remember maybe in some sideboard cards... Freak. Some sideboard cards... Doesn't really matter, right? No. Doesn't really matter. Some sideboard cards or some sideboards in previous expansion had this rook, 1/1 rook with Death Touch, exactly against the plays from... Jesus, wait a second, I have a small blackout. Exactly for the reasons to not to play against, or when you play against mono green, for example, Death Touchers are amazing. So let's see if opponent has some interaction removal for the Fang, because I think he has this Exile, the Vanishing Verse. And this will be, of course, a little bit annoying, but hey, c'est la vie, right? Okay, another one, but he currently don't reduce anything. I cannot play you, so let's make it like this. Let's put you on you, just in case he has Vanishing Verse. Maybe we draw another white source. No, we don't. Okay, then let's play you on you. And then we're gonna go in for trample damage. Opponent can, of course, chumpy, but it's okay. Eye twitchy. It's okay, my eye twitchy. You can die in peace. Die in peace. So opponent maybe has also Meat Hook. Meat Hook can go for 2. He is currently on 3, so this is why it's okay. And I desperately need another white source. Turbotrono. He doesn't want a chumpy. Okay, sure. One downside I found with this enchantment, by the way, with this saga, is when you don't have a creature, you pump their creatures. So just in case you play maybe with some haste shenanigans, you could maybe pump accidentally something there for 1. But it happened. It's not a big downside. It's just something I want to note that is also possible that it could happen. And then we're gonna do some upkeep shenanigans. Oh, okay, opponent, okay. Another one here. Can I play you? You are an extra enchantment for this pump. Because this way we can make it again. Trample 13/13. Orzhov doesn't like it. Definitely doesn't like it. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Okay. The Room create a 1/1 lifelinker. Let's see if he top decks a solution for the situation currently. He has Vanishing Verse most likely, right? So maybe he wants to Vanishing Verse one of these ones. We just in case we put an upkeep stop. And we can draw. Yeah. Okay, but why don't you remove this one? I don't get it. It removes everything, right? Exile target non-land permanent. Yeah. Non-land permanent. He's a non-land permanent. Why didn't he remove him? I didn't get it. To be honest, I didn't got it. But okay. We will see, we will see. So he removed the one that will pump, but not the one that will spawn a creature. And again, we have 2 of Rite of Harmony. I don't know why. In my playtesting, I never had so many rights in my hand. So now we draw first. Okay, Rune of Stance. And then before the main phase hits in, we need to play this one and hope to draw a white source, right? With the creature here that comes in. Let's see if we can hit the white source. Aye, this is not white, this is green. Aye. Okay, so we can do currently nothing except 2 damage. Next turn, Jesus, I need one more white source. I need definitely one more white source to be able to do some broken things. Otherwise, my opponent can run away with Loli. Okay, here another white source is good. So we're gonna play you. We're gonna play you. Okay, another white source is good. And we're gonna do nothing. We're gonna do nothing currently. From there on, we can see what we can do. We need another, more white. Definitely needed more white, but it's okay. 2 damage, I think we can find a solution for 2 damage here. By the way, what do you think about the new arena here? With this digital matrix stuff? And I clicked on it for a long time, nothing happens. I don't know if some of you discovered there. I find these arenas pretty boring where nothing happens. You remember the old ones where you can break like the walls, or there's like a giant flying here around if you click too much and stuff like this, or some stuff happening. So I like the arena with a little bit more interaction, just for opponents who are slow. Like I am. I'm also not a super fast player, but this will be nice. Wedding announcement, not bad. So slowly but surely opponent found some sort of solution here. Question is now, can he finish it out? Oh, this is actually a good draw, right? We play green source. We play... Is this right? We have one white, one green, yes. Play right, and let's start refilling our hand. We play the visitor. Si, senor. You know the visitor? Draw a card. Oh. Should we... No, I think I'm gonna draw 2 cards, right? I'm gonna draw 2 cards. And with visitor, try to put counters always somewhere else, because opponent will try to put remove the visitor earlier, because this is similar to Luminarch, but just it produces much more stuff. No attacks. I'm looking all for the Rune Champion. Oh, Emperor, okay. Emperor is fine. A cool addition in Orzhov, but I think it's maybe a little bit too slow for Orzhov on what they're trying to do, but definitely cool. Definitely cool. I wanna have Rune of Trample. Rune of Trample on Michiko, and she will be 6, 7, 14, 14 with Trample? Something like this. Let's see. Opponent also maybe runs Meathook Massacre. So we need to bring the creature out of the reach as fast as we can. I wanna sell what you're buying. You think he has a Meathook Massacre? Even if he does, Michiko will die because she is bigger because of enchantments. If he massacre everything, enchantments go away and she will get smaller, right? And this Ores of Control deck is definitely trying to pop off with his life gain. So he attacked just so he can draw with Loth, looks like. Because otherwise he will be die, he had just 1 life. Okay, Virtual Rights on Michiko. This is actually okay. And Visitor he wants to kill, okay. It's also okay. Let's see what we can top deck. And we can definitely explode really fast, especially with Rite of Harmony. Okay, and another one. Let's play you, let's play you. And redraw some cards, I would say. Visitor again. Draw a card. Okay, a land. now the white lands are coming. Another card draw. Another rune, okay. Rune of Life is not the most thing I was looking for, but sure. Sure, my friend. Next turn, yeah, I really want my trample, right? The trample would make everything easy. I would win if I would have now the Rune of Trample, but it's okay. We have also Manland here, so opponent needs to take in account, and life we have enough, right? We have a lot of life. Opponent go in for some. Edgar attacks 2, and interesting, no blocks. I have life to spare, and he wants to draw a card with waiting. This is why he attack with both. Another Edgar, so he wants to cycle them. It's okay. Sure. Cycle them, my friend, cycle them. Create more. Don't think it will play a huge role if you create more of it, but sure. Okay, another land. So let's check first what we're gonna draw. Right? 1, 2. Give me the Rune of Trample, please. Rune of Trample from the top. Rune of Trample from the... Rune of Haste. Rune of Haste. You. Let's pump you a little bit. Draw a card, please. Rune. Ah. Okay. I need Rune of Trample in next 2 turns, right? So if I'm not gonna top deck the Rune of Trample, I will beat that anyway. So let's go all in here. Let's see. 14-14 is not bad, right? Let's go here to the face. Let's see what opponent wants to do. He can also exile it with Wanderer later on, but well, can take this one in account. And Rune of Trample will do how much? 16, right? Because one more enchantment on the board. No, even more, 18, I think. 2 counters here, 1 extra here, and he will be much bigger. So he's exiling it now, sure.
I am almost sad to see you go.
A little bit annoying, but we have some tools. We have some tools, definitely. Let's see. Okay, another one. Good top decks, my friend. If I will top deck like you, it will be much interesting to play. Much more interesting. Currently, right now, we are not so good at top decking. Opponent top decked a Midhook Massacre, huh? 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Let's go here, because he will die through Midhook Massacre, the rest I can take. Just a Midhook for 1, and then this one he will need to sacrifice one of them, so he cannot constantly cycle them anymore. Now he can make Midhook for 1. Let's put here an upkeep stop. Ay, habla fita. Okay. Then we don't need an upkeep stop, because I thought in upkeep activate the mainland. Let's go here for red. Let's go here for the flyer. Can I not activate it now? Do I need to go to full control? Because I wanted to put a counter there. Submit. Ah, now I connect. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you. Really helpful from you. I don't know if this is you actually. I should have been able to, no? I should have been able to. And now what do we do? Activate you. Wait, how much? We have here white mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can activate it. And one more. Then we're gonna play you. And give some counters here and here. And then we go for 5 damage on you. Because I think... What good game. Oh, nice. I forgot about it and he has it. Well, it's okay. It's okay, and we had another land on top. Another land on... It's too much lands. It's just too much lands. We're around 23 lands. It should not happen like this. But sometimes it is like this, and sometimes you need to lose like this. We won some against control, we lost some. That's okay. Just fair. And with a little bit of luck, as I said, or a little bit less good draw from my opponent, we could have done much more. But you see, we was using our mana efficiently. We made really few mistakes. I think the only mistake that I didn't activate the land, but it will not even be a mistake because he has Field of Runes that he could activate it. And from now on, I mean, even I think the Trampler will not finish out the game. Sure, attack, my friend, attack. Atakujcie, atakujcie. Sure, sure, sure. Go all in. Go all in. No blocks? I mean, maybe there is something in my deck that I'm not thinking about that could turn this around, but I'm currently not sure if there is anything. He foretells Poison the Cup, most likely. Oh, Jesus, how many lands? Should we sit here and look how many lands there are, or...? I don't think so. Let him attack. If he attacks all, I'm fine with it. If he don't attack at all, then I'm gonna concede myself. Let's Poison the Cup, most likely. And Deadly Dispute in the end. So opponent had a really strong hand, right? I mean, we had not a bad opening, not the most aggressive and not most exciting opening, but also not the worst one. And my opponent was just better, let's say. He had just a better draw, just a better approach to it. But still, really satisfied how this deck plays out. We can also go these long games, because we have so many card draws, as you saw before against Izzet. There, we just overrun. Just good game, bro, just attack. Good game, attack. Turbo Troncon. Yeah, attack, my friend, please. Stop playing me. Okay. Let's go. Opponent is just BSing now. Not gonna sit through it. So let's jump straight into the breakdown and see what other synergies we have there. And welcome to the breakdown. So now that we saw some games, some plays, definitely some really nice possibilities we have, I think, here with the deck. And we saw a lot of synergy, especially with our counter synergy, but also with our Michiko's Rage of Truth. She's just amazing to finish out the games, especially if you have Rune of Might. If I will change something, it is maybe that I would remove one Rune of Sustenance and add one Rune of Might. So we have here like 3 and we have here 4. Why? Because at first we are more stronger in green, so we need more green stuff, and we have here a little bit more, let's say, green sources. I added here this is only chill land, double-sided farmland. 2 off to just have the green and white covered more, but still in some games you don't draw enough of them. You can also go solo Celestia colorations, but then you miss on some really cool stuff with Rune of Speed, or maybe you are forced to draw your Rune Champion to play this one. And then of course we need to get rid of our Hot Spring, and I think Hot Spring has a really nice spot because it can explode really fast, especially against control matchups. It's just an enchantment that triggers your enchantment abilities, but it also can give haste, and haste is amazing with Hollow Hunted. Sadly, we didn't saw this so much as I wanted it to, but there is definitely this possibility that you can play Hollow Hunted on the follow turn. You can play easily Hot Spring. Maybe you can play some other cheap enchantment that create more enchantments, and these enchantments get constantly bigger, but they cannot instantly attack. So if opponent has like Midhook Massacre, he can again sweep. And this is where our Hot Spring can deny it, let's say. We not only put a 1/1 counter on it, we also give it haste, so it's bigger, it cannot be so easily removed, let's say, by Midhook Massacre or other shenanigans. This is why I like this card, and I think this card will definitely see some plays. I think I'm gonna build a Gruul aggro deck, like this traditional aggro decks where they come in hasty, big, and go in for a lot of damage. Because we have in Gruul, if you think about it, a lot of cards, a lot of creatures with trample, but they don't have haste. And this is mostly or more often what they are missing. So if we have the possibility here to give up to 4 different creatures haste whenever we need it to, just amazing. And don't forget, it's also a great tool with Jessica Chariot, right? Because Jessica Chariot can come in, crew it instantly, you put a counter, it's a 5/5, 4 mana 5/5 that creates you 2 cat creature tokens, so provides an additional 4, and then it creates another 1 when it's attacking, so it's just pure value. So Gruul aggro deck is definitely coming. because this card is really, really good. Really good. It's maybe not the most, how say, it comes into the play and has super much value, but I think it's definitely one of the best mid-range aggro possibilities that we have, right? Because if you want to go this mid-rangey aggressive type, maybe even in some jaunt colors, then this is amazing. Like with the welcoming not welcoming vampire, I'm sorry, the predator vampire, this flying dragon that comes in on as a 3/3 with indestructible, you can instantly give it haste. There are a lot of other 4-drops where profits from insta haste really, really much. Also, Alana and Elena, guys. Alana and Elena suddenly gets more counters, suddenly gives other creatures more counters. Just huge, huge. And from the curve, 3 mana into 4 mana, amazing. Then the Patchwork Automaton, 2 mana, colorless. Doesn't matter where you play. With board 2 is always great, especially if you play things like equipments, artifacts, runes, whatever you need, because against other mirror matchups, and this is sadly we didn't saw the mirror matchup because I had the mirror matchup but I forgot to record it, I'm sorry for it. Especially against mirror matchups, if they want to remove something on turn 3, and this is where the most, let's say, decisive turn is. Turn 3 is where you explode or they explode, right? And if you're on turn 3 have this automaton, let's say he's a 1/1/2/2, doesn't matter how big, and they need to play borrow time or anything else to remove him, they need to have 2 extra mana to do it, and this is just huge. Also goes against mono white, really, really good, can grow constantly. I think he belongs in almost any artifact build, but also in any disenchantment and stuff build. I have him, by the way, also in my Boros aggro deck, because all the artifact thing, all the all the equipment stuffs are also artifacts, so he passively grows automatically. Just great card. Rite of Harmony, really cool addition. I like it. You saw against Izzet how it just took over the game. We draw sadly too much lands, and here again for you we have 23 lands. I don't know what, we don't have double silence, nothing. I don't know why game hated me now. Yesterday when I was playing I had like 6 or 7 wins in a row. Today I think we have like 2 wins, 2 losses. Now 3 wins, the one that I didn't record against Thing, and 2 losses, yeah. So we still are really, really positive win rate. The deck is also really fun. Like, not fun that you do like some broken stuffs, but fun because we have constantly resources to do something. So you are not like basic enchantment deck where you come to turn 4, turn 5, your hand is empty, everything is on the board. If you get swept, c'est la vie, right? No, in this deck, even if your hand is empty, you can refill your hand with your runes. You can cast the runes for free. You saw this synergy here with Rune Champion and our and our Jukai. So this is also really, really good. Yeah, this is, I think, so far it. As I said, the only change that I will maybe make, and I think I'm gonna make it like this, I'm gonna remove one like this and one like this, because Rune of Might is a killer against Orzhov, killer against Mono Black, because to give something, not only we can go and give it haste, but trample, and then if you have Michiko's Rate of Truth on the board, 2 times double this creature's power, it's crazy. This is why, as I said in my last game against Orzhov, if I draw now Rune of Might, it's GG. It's GG, because it goes suddenly for 16-17 damage with trample, and this is just huge. This is why I think this change is more appropriate than I was playing it with, but I just saw it now because yesterday I haven't been playing so much against Orzhov, to be honest. I played a lot against mirror matchups, and against mirror matchups I won almost all my games. Against other enchantment decks, I think I won 5 and lost 1. Yeah, I had like 7 games and I won 6 of them. So yeah, I think I lost 1 against mirror matchup where I just had a terrible start. Also for the start, really important, really, really important, never start without a white source and a green source, never. Without red, nobody cares, right? Red is just here for Hot Spring, really like necessary, because Rune of Speed is just too off, and you can play also with Rune Champion for just 1 generic, and with Jukai together just for free. We literally have it just for these 2 cards, and this is why red is really secondary. You could maybe even remove these pathways that provide you green and red, right? But I like it like this. Maybe add more here, 1 more white, 1 more red. So basically, this is the list I will post you. Let me make it like this. and that this is what I would have run, or I will run right now after this experience today. As I said, I had not so much time to test it. I tested it yesterday after the stream, and today at morning a little bit, and now we played a little bit, and now I am in conclusion, let's say, that this version will perform the best. 2 green, 2 white, a little bit less of the double-sided red-green sources, because we don't need so many red sources. And yeah, this is the version I will run. Just, yeah, amazing deck, I think, and I love how it performed. Otherwise, guys, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed it, consider to subscribe. And otherwise, we will see each other tomorrow. And yeah, I need to upload my draft. I'm sorry if somebody is waiting for it and I still don't have it, but I will do it definitely today. So thank you for your time, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao.